Welcome back. Contractor Sebastian Clovis is here with us. Hey, Sebastian.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm so great. How are you?
Good, happy to be here.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're here. One thing I love about you is that you're so passionate about coaching and empowering people to kind of like learn the little projects and fixes around their house.
Absolutely. I love helping people figure out how to assess, maintain, and improve their homes because that's the place where we spend the most amount of time and most of our money.
Yeah.
And so we should give it the attention that it deserves.
I love that. Well, we thought we'd start a little series that we'd like to call Coach Clovis. Oh, yeah! All right, so Coach Clovis, what are you teaching us today?
Okay, today we are going to be talking about grout. Okay? Now, grout is one of those things that it seems like it's just mundane, but it's the thing that helps our tiles really pop. But here's the problem. Over time, it gets gritty and it gets grimy and it's so hard to clean. I know I'm not the only one that has tiles with a white grout in the middle that is somehow turned brown.
Yeah. No matter how much you clean it, it happens.
You could put dish soap, you could put bleach, anything you want, you just can't get it clean.
I've literally done both of those things and it does not work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, today I'm gonna teach you guys how to clean your grout up and get it looking brand new again.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's start with the tools that we need.
So the tools that we will need to handle our grout are a grout saw.
Ooh,
right? This is just a little saw with a carbide blade on it for cutting through the grout. And then this is a grout remover. It's just a little steel triangle that you can get into your grout lines to scrape the grout out with.
Okay, cool. Right on. Right.
Now, the first thing we're gonna talk about is cleaning the grout and restaining the grout.
Okay, so this is like a skill that we're learning here,
This is a skill.
Yeah.
And on the Sebastian skill scale, this is very easy. It's a 1.
Okay, we got a 1. Okay, I love it. Perfect.
Okay, so first thing first, we gotta clean the work surface, just like when you're cooking, all right? So you wanna use something like this. This is a grout haze remover or a grout cleaner. Any of these products will do. You wanna get in there with a steel brush or a sponge or something of that effect.
Yeah.
And just clean out the grout. You wanna get the oil off, you wanna get all the dirt, the grit, the grime out of there first.
Totally.
Okay, once you've done that, we can start to fix the grout. So the easiest way to fix the grout is with one of these.
What is this?
This is a grout pen.
A grout pen. Okay, let's take a gander at the... Oh, it's just a marker.
It's just a marker, right?
Yeah.
With the special formulation that's anti-mold and it's also waterproof, so it's good for the kitchen, it's good for your bathroom.
Right on.
So you can just get right in there and you can draw right over top of your grout.
Okay, this is where you got to really focus on staying in the lines, right?
Yeah, and I'm telling you folks, it's just this easy.
This is fun.
All right?
Oh, that's fun. Drawing on walls. I didn't think I'd get to do that again. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's the drawback. There's only so many colors of the grout pen.
Okay.
So if you have something that's a little bit different, you know, a taupe or something like this, you might not be able to find a grout pen. And if that's the case, you'll want to use something like this.
Okay.
This is a grout stain, okay? It looks just like a paint. So you're gonna shake up your pot here, and then you're gonna pour it out just like a little paint. You're gonna use it, a paintbrush with it. Now, this is gonna require
Oh, dear.
patience
Oh, dear.
and elbow grease.
Oh, dear.
You gotta get in there and you gotta paint all of these little lines.
Oh, dear. I
All
can
right?
already see this going wrong. Okay. This is one thing I'd do one square and be like, I'm gonna do this all day, and then I would immediately stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you look at how dirty your grout is, and you're like, it's been years and I hate it. And you know what? I'm gonna brew the pot of coffee.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm gonna do it for the day.
I like that. Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Okay, so with the grout stain, you just wanna keep it inside the lines. If it gets onto the tile, it's okay. You just wanna wipe it down very quickly so that it doesn't stain into your tile. And that's essentially it.
Okay.
Now, you can also use that to change the color of the grout.
Oh, I like that.
So if you don't like the color of your grout and you wanna change it up, you can use a different stain. You don't necessarily have to match it.
Right on.
Now, if your grout is just terrible, it's shot, it's cracking, it's crumbling, you know.
It's too dirty.
Yes, too dirty, and you actually have to replace it, that's when you're gonna wanna use your grout saw.
Okay, well, what is this on the skill level? I need to know if I'm ready for it.
On the skill scale, this is a 2.
This is a 2.
Right?
Okay.
It requires a little more skill. Okay? So go ahead and take that grout saw, and it's essentially what you would think.
You saw?
Just saw it. Exactly.
Oh, I like this one.
So you just want to you got to get it down about 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of an inch, which is, you know, approximately the size of like a good slice of cheddar cheese.
Oh, my friend, we slice cheese different. I'm going thicker than that.
Okay, okay.
This is a thrill. This is fun.
Great, right?
Yeah.
So just get the grout out of there, get it down a good portion of the way, and then once you've done that all the way around, you've cleaned it all up, you've wiped it down, then it's time to apply the grout.
Okay.
Okay. In order to apply the grout, you need a grout float. Okay? It's basically just a rubber block. And then you need your grout. You can buy a powdered grout and mix it with water, or you could just get a pre-mix like this. If it's a small job, the pre-mix is fantastic.
Perfect.
You don't have to worry about it. You could just jump right in there. Now, I've left a few lines open here, so just jump in there.
Okay, just like a little scoop.
You get a little scoop.
Like a that. Oops.
Yeah.
Like a that much?
That much.
Okay.
And now here's the trick. Whenever you're putting the grout in, you want to run it on a 45-degree angle away from the lines. If you run it perpendicular with the lines, the edge of the float will dig into the grout line itself, and it will kind of dig the grout out. So run it on an angle, and that way you're going to fill up those grout lines to the top.
Okay, do we think we can do it?
Oh, I know you
Okay,
can.
let's see. Let's give this a go. So we do a... Oh, no, I didn't do it. 1 second.
Squeeze it in there.
Oh, there we go. She getting in there. She getting in there.
It's a dirty game.
This is a
but
messy
we
job.
are not afraid to do it.
No, we are not. Okay.
Right? We hate those dirty hallways. We hate those grout lines. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Did I do okay or no?
This is a fairly good job. You could take off a little bit more. You don't have to leave quite so much on.
Got it. Okay, I was going dirty. Yeah.
Right? And that's pretty much it. That's how it's going to look.
You made that look like a skill level 1, the way you just did it.
It gets easier over time.
Okay.
Now you just want to grab your sponge, put it in some water, squeeze it out so that it's not very wet at all, and you can just wipe this off. And as you wipe it, you can see how that grout just kind of sits in there and smooths out and starts to look really good.
That's beautiful.
You know, let it dry up and do this. Repeat this process a couple of times until the tiles are clean. And there you have it.
I just regrouted.
You know how to grout.
Yeah.
Hey!
No big deal. It's like I got a touch down. Yeah. All right, now what about if, like, worst comes to worst? We've all lived in those apartments, those houses. We got a cracked tile.
Yeah, yeah, it can be very frustrating because you got a perfectly tiled floor, but you have one tile that's cracked and you don't know how to fix that. You know, you were going bowling one night and you dropped the bowling ball, and now every time you come in the house, you got to look at it. Well, I'll show you very easily how you can change out a cracked tile. It's not as hard as you think.
Okay.
On the skill scale,
Yeah.
it's a 3 though.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
It's just gonna require a little bit of effort. So what I have here is a cracked tile.
You really went bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're gonna use all the skills that we just learned with the grout. We're gonna take our grout saw, and in this case, maybe even the grout remover.
Okay.
And we're gonna get in there, and we're just gonna start to scrape all of that grout out.
This
okay?
is so fun.
All the way around.
Okay.
Okay, once you've got your grout removed all the way around, you're gonna need one of these. This is a tile scraper. You see it's got a little bit of an angle right there,
Yeah.
so you can kind of get in there and lift the tile. If you gotta use a hammer, use a hammer, but basically you wanna get in there and you wanna pop that tile
Okay.
right out.
Right on.
All right?
It's like flipping a grilled cheese, kind of, but...
Okay.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I'll take your word for
Okay,
it.
yeah.
All right? Once you've got the tile out, this is the thin set or the mortar base underneath. You just want to scrape that down and kind of get it as flat as possible.
Okay.
Get that all cleaned out, get the grout from around the edges all removed, and it will look something like
Beautiful. Okay, right on. Yeah, yeah.
Once we're here, we're almost there.
Oh.
We are almost there, all right? The last skill that I'm gonna teach you today is how to apply thin set to your tile.
Okay.
So in this bucket, we have a little bit of thin set. Here is a trowel.
Okay.
Now, this is the comb edge of the trowel, and this is the blunt edge of the trowel.
Okay.
Depending on the size of the tile, you'll have to use a different trowel.
Okay.
You can talk to the person at the store, and they'll give you guidance on exactly what size trowel you need, okay? Scoop out some of that thin set,
Okay.
which is basically just tile glue. It's like a specialized mortar for bonding tile.
Perfect.
And now, get right in there, put that right on into the bed.
Okay. So we do this neater than I'm doing it, or?
Yeah, this is your first time.
Okay.
It's, you know.
I'm feeling it. I feel empowered. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, that's looking pretty good.
That's not my first scraping. Yeah.
That's
like
good.
that? Okay.
Yep. Now you just scrape that off.
Okay.
Go with the blunt end, get a little bit more.
Right
Now
on.
we want to back butter the tiles. We just want to get some thin set on there so that once it does go in and dries up, it gives us a great bond.
This feels like toast now.
Yeah, this is just buttering the toast,
Yeah,
right?
right on.
You want to try and get as much coverage as you can.
Okay.
We say about 80% coverage minimum.
Perfect.
That's kind of the idea.
Great.
And once you've done that, flip-a-rooney,
Pop
pop
her
it
on.
into place, just like that. We've got a couple little spacers if you need them. You pop it in there, and then let that sit for about 12 hours. Let it firm up. You want to make sure that you rock it back and forth a little bit just to collapse those ridges. You see how she formed the ridges with the comb? You have to collapse those. So just rock it back and forth, and then just let it sit. Chill.
Chill.
Take some time.
Yeah.
And then guess what we're going to do?
Are we gonna grout?
Well, we're going to grout
Yeah,
it.
we are.
That's right. Right?
So we do those skills again?
We use these skills from here over here, and now you know how to successfully replace a cracked tile, and no longer do you have to be burdened with that horrible eyesight every time you walk in your front door.
Man, touchdown.
Yeah.
We got it. Sebastian, Coach Clovis, that was amazing. Thanks so much, man.
Absolutely.
Goal.
My pleasure.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.